Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Ellie back at you today with another beer review. And what I'm looking at is Shiner Bock beer. This product was introduced originally in 1913. It is 4.4% alcohol, 13 IBUs. I don't think it was really distributed or manufactured on a wide scale, on a large scale, until 1973, though. Um, So anyway, this beer, it's got a lot of. There's a lot of history with this beer. It is still independently owned, brewed in Shiner, Texas, by the Spoetzl Brewery, which the brewery was established in 1909. It says Bock beer combines old world Bavarian heritage with American handcraft brewing for a smooth, delightfully drinkable dark beer. I have had this beer many times before, although it has been quite a while since I last had it. I think, yeah, it is a twist off, although not a very easy twist off. This beer gets mixed reviews. I know a lot of people that just don't really like this beer. They say it's a dull beer. It's not really been my experience with it. I think many people just don't appreciate what this beer is trying to do, which is to provide a lot of flavor like you would get with a dark beer, but keep it light-bodied, refreshing, and sessionable. So, gave it a pour, nice 1 to 1.5 finger, khaki colored, creamy looking head. The beer itself is brown, actually almost more of a copper color, especially when you hold it up to the light here. Very clear, some streaming bubbles going up the glass, no sediment whatsoever with this one. Very filtered looking, very good looking. So there you go with the appearance, the aroma. Not really too much there. Very clean smelling aroma though. You're getting some of the roasted barley malt, little caramel sweetness, some clean water. That's about it. Really not too much going on with the aroma either. So let's go ahead and get into it. Cheers, guys. You're getting a little bit of roasted barley malt. You're getting a nice brown breadiness in the middle of the sip. There is a little bit of a hot bite on the back end um, to balance it out. It is very light bodied all the way through, though. The carbonation is light to medium. The body is very light, like light beer light with the body. And at 4.4% alcohol and 13 IBUs, you could session this one. Granted, this beer doesn't have a ton of flavor, much like a light beer, but it does have more flavor than light beer because you get the dark roasted barley malt component that you don't get with your standard American adjunct light lager. It is very light though. There's really not too much going on, but it is good. Is it excellent? No, it's not an excellent beer because it doesn't have enough flavor really to be an excellent beer. But I mean, the sessionability is incredible. You know, I could have chugged the whole thing if I wanted to. It's very sessionable. That's what they're going for with this beer. This is an alternative to an American adjunct lager beer that has more complexity of flavor with the darkly roasted barley malt and the extra hops in there, or the hop varieties that they're using that provide that nice little bitter finish. So I get what you're doing, Shiner. I understand it. This beer is very popular. It's been around for a long time. I think it will continue to be popular and continue to thrive. A lot of people don't like it. I understand their argument as to why they don't like it, because they think it's too light, it's dull. But I think they kind of do what they're trying to do perfectly with this one, which is to create a light-bodied beer with a little bit more complexity of flavor than your standard American adjunct lager, because you get the roasted barley malt component in there. Of course, the ABV is still super light. The IBUs are not super high. The sessionability is going to be through the roof with this one, and a lot of people would like to drink this as an alternative to a standard American adjunct lager. And I completely understand it. I do prefer the American adjunct lagers over this, but in no way is that an indication, or does that mean that this is a lesser beer? Um, I'm going to give it a solid B. It's an 85 out of 100. It is a solid B beer. It's not great, excellent, but I don't really think they're going for that with this one. They're not claiming that this is some super exquisite, full-bodied, flavor bomb. It's never what this beer was intended to be. I think Shiner does exactly what they want to with this beer. I think it is a great product, or a good product, a solid B, 85 out of 100. So there you have it. Let me know what you guys think of Shiner. Is it too dull for you? Do you disagree with my thoughts on the beer? Or do you think that they hit it out of the ballpark with what they were trying to do with this beer? You may not like what they did with this beer, but they knew what they were doing with this beer, and they did exactly what they wanted with it. And it does have a large following. And I understand why. I completely understand why. Because of the sessionability, the light-bodied qualities with the roasted barley malt in there. It's a good combination, and it works. And a lot of people drink this beer. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're having a great day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.